What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Oh boy, it is. I'm tired. I don't know. I think I'm ill. I'm not feeling 100%. So forgive me, guys, if I seem like a husk or just like a glossy-eyed, But our boy Fluff and Lone Syndicate are up in the house. Also, what's good, people in past broadcasts? I always love to see it. Thank you for giving the time of day, especially with how long streams go. Much love as always. But goddamn Fluff, the lucky shoe, horseshoe. See, that's what I mean. It's gonna be a rough stream. But the lucky horseshoe himself, a good old Fluff. All right, Fluff, I can't even handle it. Also, yes, I was eavesdropping on your conversation, and yes, I don't notice anything that happened in the Discord because I'm editing all day. Okay, I'm editing all day. Also, Nub says, "Where's my invite?" Nub, I might invite you because I'm actually at the point where I can actually self-sustain myself, kind of. And you were 100% right, as you tend to be. What do you call it? This thing right here is the only way you can get to endgame, turns out. I'm sure there's other ways, but it's just a nightmare is my point. Anyways, also, yeah, man, Fluff, what do you call it? Defense, geo, and critical damage, that's the dream, baby. Also, Fluff, you're a little bit behind, but I wanted to see what would be better. Would it be better to have C2 Garu, or Itto, sorry, C2 Itto, or have what do you call it, his weapon? Because, dude, I just finished leveling up his weapon today. Shit gets 90. It's 88. Basically 90% critical damage. I don't know why. That made, like, 80, insane. 90, impossible. It just makes it seem like excessive. You get basically 100. That's 10 away from 100 more critical damage in one weapon that is self-serving. Because it goes defense, it gives you defense, and then it gives you more damage for the defense. What are people talking about that weapon not being the fucking best? Anyway, but no, man, I'm just like now that Itto feels like a blast, and it's fucked up because like my Raiden Shogun, I really enjoyed the minutia of playing her and having a good time, but at the same time, I don't know, like nothing comes close to feeling as badass as Itto. Like, especially when you start getting the flow of things, when you're just like, I know one of the biggest, like one of the keys to power for Itto for me, man, is just remember to throw your cow. Like, even in the middle of your ult, throw your cow. They just generate so much particles, and it's up for way quicker than you think. Given his ult lasts a fair bit, his cow will usually come back in like the midpoint towards whatever. Also, you usually have your ult when going into encounters. So if you activate your ult, throw your cow, or do the opposite just really quickly, but beforehand you throw Garu's ult down and then his E just to get particle generation. It's like a weird minutia of like stacking things. So like you want to activate Garu's ult, then activate his E so you get particles for his next ult. Then you want to throw your cow for Itto, then activate his ult so that you get particles from the cow throw, and then that feeds into you having the next thing. Also, man, I completely lost the fact that you get like a crazy, like I think Garu has in his kit, like 20% defense percentage gained from like when you activate his ult and you use any of your main Geo characters. That's amazing. So activate Garu's ult, throw down Albedo's Clove, and then throw down, use Itto's ult. You're just cooking, because you get the benefits of having the scaling with his E, essentially, like the defense scaling. But then you also get the other stuff. Also, we're going real deep. But Lone Syndicate says, I don't think Garu's best set is going to be the Husk set. The thing is, Lone Syndicate, I checked this and I could be wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, Garu himself feeds himself. So if you activate your ult, you theoretically are getting 20% better defense, and you're getting you're getting his just flat defense scaling, which I believe goes to like 400 on the low end, 500 to 600 on the high end if you have him at talent level 13 or something. And his ult, once you level it up, those crystallized blossoms will hit for a somewhat pretty good amount, especially considering he'll like, when you activate your ult, you're theoretically getting that defense scaling. Even if it's not from your ult, it's from your E, because you have the same banner ability. And yeah, you just have a shit ton of defense. Also, when you activate your ult, you're getting higher scaling defense, and you're getting the like the flat defense that his E gives. So it's gonna be super easy. Like, I think people think like, oh, my Garu has like 150 defense. But then if you look at Garu when you activate his ult and then you look at his defense, no, you have like well beyond 200 as long as you invest in his E. So you're like, you're cooking, baby. Anyway, sorry. Just wanted to gush about some Genshin. We will be grinding and hopefully making some damned ground in good old Outriders. Because yes, also sorry that I look like Father Christmas or McDouche. Either or. Yes, it's cold out here. Fluff says, hi, stream. Lone Singlet says, hello, Grin, and people in past broadcasts, how are you today? Bang! May I join as well? Absolutely, y'all. Here is my thing, by the way. Sorry I didn't show you this whilst we were hippity hanging out. Hippity hanging out. I guess I could copy it and throw it in the chat if y'all don't want to be bothered, which is fair. Ugh. There's my code. Why did it get all dark? There we go. Weird. Dude, Fluff says, I must have found a bucket of, rabbit's feet at the end of the rainbow for my lucky stream. Dude, Fluff, I couldn't believe it. 90 pulls. In 90 pulls, you got 3 5-stars. That's impossible. That's some lottery shit, my guy. You need to go out right now and get a lottery ticket, okay? That's just madness. Or maybe you believe the luck is finite and you just used up 3 years worth. I don't know. Rough, eh? Another says, I wish I was wrong, but I tend to be, I tend not to be, unfortunately. Cursed with truth. Sure. Fluff says, I only have R1 white blind, so I have no decent comparison point with his damage output yet. Okay, but when you start leveling that shit up, you're gonna get me killing it. I wish I could give you some of my prototypes, my Claymore prototypes. Fluff says, but despite both Garu and Ito being leveled, I was shredding with little. Yeah, man. It's nice that it doesn't just feel fun to play, but it's actually like pretty scaling. And oh man, but it is awesome because I think unarguably, maybe arguably, but Ito at his highest possible potential, like max constellation, max refined. I think is the strongest character in the game. If you've seen gameplay of people just doing his infinite slashes and then just dropping 50k, 80k, 100k, 200k on the slam, I've seen someone hit for 1 million, but I think that's just them breaking the game and the way things scale off of stuff in co-op. But anyways. Apart from Geo immunity, the shield thing kicks your ass. But again, if you have Shincho or Shangling, I think that's a good quick fix. I'm happy for you guys, your Geo boys. Yeah, man, I know the Geo boys came home. Felt good. I hope you get Shinhee, man, in the next update. And I hope she's just a blast and a half to play. Apparently, she has a tail in her ult. Who would have thought? I think you told me this actually, but then I forgot about it and relearned it. Happens all too often, frankly. Fluff says, yeah, that's where I think it'll still work to go all 3 with Husk as they stack defense, Geo. No, I think it would be good. I understand the sense of maybe what do you call it? Garu just will not do a lot of damage anyway, so you're better off just giving him the ability to when he activates his ult, activating Noblest Obliged, which gives you higher attack because that's more value. Although I don't know, I plan on investing Garu up to level 9 at the very least in his ult and his E, and I plan on triple crowning Ito. And I'm hoping Yunjin. I haven't looked at Yunjin enough, but I think she should fit. I don't know if she fits enough to take up the 3rd slot or replace Albedo, who I've seen hit for 30k with high investment. So yeah, I don't know if it's that good, but it's pretty good. But also, I've seen a lot of people also run Zhongli, and I'm kind of I don't know. I've ran Zhongli a lot. You know what I mean? Good bit. We got Nub here. Listen, Nub, I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm gonna have to kick you out because you made me do this. You made me think all kinds of ways. He's up in the air somewhere. No, but you told me that this was suffering for you, and I will not be a parasite in your life. Any more than I already have done to you, frankly. A lot of help on the Discord. You, Fluff, everybody else who I very much benefit from. But yes, I don't want this relationship to have to be how it happens. You've already given me enough. All right. Comedy God, what a name. Comedy God says, yo, what's up, y'all? We just hanging out, man. We getting close to jump into some co-op together. Although this is not our play together stream, might as well be. Yes, I just need to get enough expedition pod resources to to level up my gear, because I've essentially found a build that can essentially level endgame, kind of. I think I'm still missing like 2 or 3 things, but I can still get there. It'll just be a little bit slower than the million damage per burst I've been seeing, which is unfortunate, but yeah. As far as Sucrose, I don't know if that's the play fluff. I understand wanting to give her some love because she's Sucrose and cute as hell and lovely, but I don't know if she fits or fixes the problem of shields, you know? I feel like you need something like Xinqiu or Xiangling, or even Xinyan, who has the awesome shield. Yeah, I think honestly, Xinyan would make pretty good use out of that stuff. Yeah, Xinyan would just strum on the guitar and it would melt the shit out of the shield, given whatever shield it is. And also you have her alt, or her E, and if you have a C2, you'll always have the pulsing shield, even though it will break in 2 seconds, given your investment. But yeah. Oh, make my party public. Sorry, sorry, that's my bad. That is my B. My code should still be the same. I'm sorry, sorry about that, Lone Syndicate. I was like, why is no one joining in? I thought Lone Syndicate said he wanted to. Sucrose is pretty good with dealing with shields, since Geo is still pretty garbage. Okay, my Xinqiu does the job. I think because he hits for so many instances of wet status things, you know. Oh, also I need some water. I'm getting lightheaded. Plus, it was around 50 of the 9 pulls when he got. Oh wow! So it was way less. So in like 30 pulls, he technically started popping off with Idos. Or did he get like a double Ido? Nub says we were spamming I or just doing regular mission. Oh no, we're just doing regular mission. Hell no. Hell no, we're not doing the fucking big pooba. I'm not that deep. Okay. I still am in the process of leveling up my gear, so I'm not level 2 or whatever. Flo says, I was farming the bosses for drop prototypes and highly regret having 2 prototype arcanes or whatever claymore it is called. Oh yeah, I know, yeah. When you've already invested and you're like, this was not the play. Who would have thought that we would have wanted defense? Like, who would have thought that like Geo Supremacy would have been one of the best damage tier things in the game? Like Electro, if you have Sara, Max Constellation, it's like one of the highest DPS things you can get. If you have Max Constellation Garu and even just C1 Ido, you're smashing shit. If you have C6, of course, everything is stupid. But anyways. I'm thankful that my brother and friend of mine are mostly skipping this banner run so I can invade their world and snatch up their resources. Yeah, the pearls, man, and pearls be what I'm actually good. You can come to my world if you want, Fluff, and steal all my pearls if you desire. I got my Garu up to level 80. I do want to level up beyond that, but I think the big thing is the mecha parts that you need. Although I think you still need a lot of pearls to level up to 90, but I can chip away at that. I don't know if you get a whole bunch out of the other stuff. You guys ready? Look at you, Nub. You look weird as hell. I don't know. I feel like I like the rock version of you a little bit more. Look a little more clean. But let's do this. Do. What are we gonna do this? We'll do this one because I don't want to go all out just yet. Lone Singlet says Shinhee got a buff. I think her skill is now 100% uptime. Ooh, and Grin, I can't join. Oh no, yeah, you join me now. Right here. Yeah. A little bit delayed, but yes. Fluff says, in regards to my luck, I spent about 4 evenings trying to get a shiny starter in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Only took me 8 hours at most to achieve that. Is that fast or slow? I don't know the context of that, so yeah. I forgot what the buttons do. Good. Good. You balance your OP nature out. Fluff says, then the other night I had a random shiny encounter, so I'll say it again. I don't know why my luck, what my luck is, because the good boy is good boy is quite elusive. Yes. Again, though, Fluff. Again, fucking go get a lottery ticket, my guy. Trust me, Xinyan is not a shield melter unless it's Electro or especially Cryo. That's fair. My Ido was level 70 since Albedo, or what? Was number 70 since Albedo was C1. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm so happy you got Itto, because, like, to me, I was just like, man, as much as I know, like, Garu is, like, aesthetically is just rocking your world, all this stuff, but I was like, man, Itto feels fun to play. I hope you got, like, at least one, because all you need is one. That's the cool thing about Itto, too, though. It's like there's a big difference between one Itto and then C6. I don't know if C1 and 2 are entirely necessary. I think they're just nice to have, but I think if you invest fully in the character's kit and stuff, I don't know if they're entirely necessary. You know what I mean? Slow going, as we tend to do in co-op bit of business. Ba, 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 ba. What is good, Eric? How has your day been? Eric, you've been grinding some Outriders, haven't you? How is your progress? Also, Comedy God says, just ask. I was about to, what's that? Oh, what's that? We're gonna destroy this mission. Feels good. But you say, just asking. I was about to go to work, out, but I can help out if you. No, it's all good, Comedy Guy. We appreciate you lending a helping hand for sure, man. I just don't want to, if it's a nuisance, then yeah, you're okay. But I appreciate that, man. Well, again, I want to play video games with you at some point. That'd be great. But again, I don't want to. If the cost is wasting valuable time, wasting your valuable time, then I would hate to do that. So yeah. Enjoy your workout, my friend. Get swole as hell. Frankly, I've had a horrible last couple days where I've felt just entirely exhausted and I've done nothing. Like, I've recovered for 2 days because I thought that might be it. And no, I think I'm sick and my body's like just recovering horribly. Although, man, I also went down the rabbit hole and I seen how good cold showers are for you again. And I'm like, ah. But I think I'll have to make it like a real masochistic nightmare for me to like really do it. Just because, yeah, otherwise I'll be like, oh, just do a little bit, and then I won't really feel like I'm satisfied by achieving it, you know what I mean? So yeah, my goal is to, oh god, oh don't die. My goal is to not die is what it is. Stop it, stop it. It's really not great. We're really getting rickety wrecked. Stop it. What was I saying? Some bullshit. Don't go down. Don't go down, not like this, me. Yeah, I was gonna try doing cold showers for 3 minutes for a month. And like, but I don't know, man. The more I look into it, I don't know if it's like, if there's caps on it. Like, I don't know if there's like a checklist of hell. Like, you need to have a certain level of cold showers. Like, you need to have, like, basically you're not, like, I'm, like, in the perfect world, I could have my hot shower and then I could just turn the knob to cold at the end and call it good and survive for 3 minutes. I feel like I can maybe make it happen. Also, can we not go for me? Can we not do that? But I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna happen, you know? Eric says, Jackinate, what? Jackinator? I'm not sure. That sounds like a masturbation thing, my guy. Also, great! I wasn't paying attention and I got blitzkrieg for it. But yeah, you say Jackinator, what's up? I'm soloing tier 15s, nice, with my pyro build. I main the class because I think it's really cool, and I might get more love in the future. Yeah, man, I hope, I can't wait to see that. Hopefully we can play some games again. I can see that in action, because yeah. But man, yeah, to me, like, as much as, I don't know, I kind of feel like a liar in some cases, because I told a lot of people when, like the new update Horizon happened, I was like, oh my god, there's, like, this gives you so much more build variety, and I'm like, I don't really think so, actually. I think it's a lot of the same, like, you need just a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, you still need to use the most broken meta thing that exists, and yeah, maybe that's just my shitty perception of it, but that's been my experiences. I've, like, you just need such an abundance of damage with, like, certain mods, like Blood Sacrifice, if you have a weapon build, is almost a necessity. I think there's another shotgun type of mod, like, called Radiation or something, that is required if you do animo damage, or not animo, anomaly damage, you know. Flo says, I did get C1 Garu whilst unlocking Inazuma. What does that mean? Oh, okay, so you started wishing as you started getting into Inazuma, got some wishes? Nice. Also, does Ash overwrite my code? Maybe. I don't know. Good job, turret. What the fuck is hitting me? Again, I spend most of my time in Outriders, like, covered in blood, and it's mine. It's not my enemies, it's my blood. And I'm half dead, and I'm like, please, just die. I wonder if any other, this is, I feel like this, I don't know. I don't know if this is my problem or if this is everyone's problem or experience at endgame. When I see videos, I see people just crush, and I'm like, what the fuck what's happened? Like, my build looks identical to yours. I must be just terrible, but yeah. I was gonna say, please die so I can recover my thing. Hurry up. Cold snap, please save my ass. Thank you. Christ alive, what's hitting me? For the love of God, freeze him! Please, thank you. Yay. I can't see him. There we go. Nub says it does increase build variety. The problem is there is no point. Oh, okay, I see. Oh yeah, there's nothing else to reach for maybe. But for me, I don't know, man. I just still feel like there's just like there's such a, I don't know. Like I thought maybe you could get by with like healing. Like I tried to do like a super tank build where I just can't die essentially. But no, enemies still like rip you to shreds. So you're like, or like it's a super long haul for you to be able to just get to the enemies, to like melt the enemy essentially. You know, so I don't know if that's really 100% an option. I'm sure people will yell at me and say, yes, absolutely, you don't need to do that. And I'm sure there's like little mid-maxy ways to have a great old time, but I haven't been privy to those. I'm trying not to make a team build with Pyro. You're just trying to do a solo? I feel like that's a possibility. Although, again, I think there are, like, I don't know, when I look at the game, like Outriders, it does seem like the game is meant to be played in co-op. Like it seems like it's a lot less, like, you know, variability for you just to get absolutely eclipsed, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we've ever lost. Well, maybe. I don't know. I would want to say I don't think we've ever lost in co-op. Or at least it feels like it's really hard to, you know, whereas there's plenty of times where you're like, this is not happening. Like, this is not, no. You know, which is why I think a lot of the endgame builds, I don't know, I feel like people don't want to say it in the build video, but they're like, this is going to take you, like, a long time. Unless you have friends. If you have friends to grind this with you, then you could just do this, like, 2 nights, and probably get a pretty good amount of drop pod resources, reroll until you get blood sacrifice, now you're well on your way, you know? Why am I not doing more damage? Can you stop hitting me? Thank you. Oh, I'll run over here real quick. This. That Frozen did nothing. Frozen did absolutely nothing. Also, I just burned one of my magazines. My eyes are drying out. Oh, man, I got such bad allergies right now. It's not even funny. My fucking eyes are like dry as shit and they're watering. Oh, I feel like, by the way, yesterday's stream, dude, was such a blast. I loved experiencing the game with you guys, like the Ido storyline, which was really cool. But shit, dude, it was one of those rare streams which I haven't had happen in like, I want to say almost like a year. But it was one of those streams where I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like I was just super like nasally, couldn't really breathe. Like, it was just like a mixture of it was not good. Where I was just like, I can't, like panic. Oh shit. Distracted by Jackinator, that seems oddly fitting. Yeah, I guess. It's true, fair. I mean, that's Eric, though. Eric always comes in here with these crazy names and throws me off. And also, I always gotta read them, because it's like, if he's gonna come up with some crazy shit, I gotta give it credit. Also, boy, I may have to take this off. I'm gonna roast. Yes, cancel that. Fluff says, I shall return! We'll eagerly wait your arrival again. Fluff. Lucia says, I don't think I'll go for Shinhee's weapon because it looks like a support type of weapon that sounds that it's just for her and it's the wrong way. Like, yeah, okay. So it just doesn't really fit. It seems like they'll at least fit the way you want to play Shinhee. Although, I don't know, man. If they gave Shinhee a buff, which I think everyone was expecting when they seen the kit, they're like, this seems like a little underwhelming from like even a support perspective, you know? So I'm happy to hear you were telling me that they actually gave her some teeth again. But what do you call it? I will say, don't die, don't hit, oh God, give me a sec. What we call it? One thing that is like super evident in Genshin is that supports are worth their weight in gold, right? Although I don't know, outside of Kazuha, I don't know any support that's really insane besides Venti. But even Venti is like a DPS support, like where it's, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like yeah. But I don't know. I'm curious to see like if as time goes on, will people want support? So I think we're just in a weird state right now where like I think, and I should stop saying we, because maybe it's just a me problem. I guarantee there's people getting into Genshin who are like, fuck off, Grin. I'm actually really liking the game and primo gems and rewards and wishing. And maybe it's just for us who have like built 6 teams and have a lot of characters ready to go that we're kind of like, what's the point? You know, what's the point anymore? But hey, I also enjoy playing games like Outriders with you guys and stuff like that. Also, I gotta upload my fucking Nightingale video. It's like a new survival-like game that I want to talk to you guys about because I thought it was fun. Also, I made the Wonderland video today, so that'll upload hopefully, we'll see, maybe Sunday. Sunday I'll try to get it uploaded. But you know, that video is coming along really great. Also, my video of Halo Infinite, I was worried. I was really worried. I hadn't played it for a couple days, and I got back into it, and I was like, oh no, all of my like weird FPS games are gone. It feels bad. But then finally, I kept playing, and eventually it sunk up again, and I kept going, like followed the course essentially. Also, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. So yeah, everything worked out essentially. So now I'm like, okay, now we might be able to actually make that video, and I made part 2, or what is essentially my 20th game, and I did pretty good. I think a sizable improvement from where I was, which I feel good about. Also, I wish you could just find a way to circumnavigate the ice effect. Even though I'm sure our enemies would just feel like that's unfair, because yeah, my whole build is about freezing them so they can't attack me and I can just attack them, which is quite fucked up, honestly. But look at that, boom, crushed. Eric says, I was running out of names with Grin, but instantly remembered you had 80 names before. Yeah, it's true, it is true, and by 80 you mean 2, or no, just 1, honestly. Well, let me see. No, I don't know. Probably, I think I just had 2. I think I had Jack Frost, Grin. But maybe my PSN name Hatchet could maybe be considered 1, but that was old ass shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could do Jack, you could do Frost, you could do either or. Ooh, look at that, we got legendary, what was it? Let me see. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, it's that armor set, neat. Cool. Happy about it, anyways. Fluff says, I mean, my Harbinger tank CC Trickster was completely viable during our runs. Yeah, but Fluff, maybe that's the point. Like for me, I don't know, but like when I was playing my Trickster with like a shit ton of resistance, a shit ton of healing, I would still eventually get melted. Like enemies would just stack up on me because I'm not able to kill them fast enough, or enemies would just keep shooting the shit out of me and I wouldn't be able to kill them fast enough. And also, it would take an eternity to get past an encounter, you know what I mean? Like the amount, like, if there wasn't like super one-shot nature kind of things, the only person I think can maybe beat it is the Devastator or the Trickster, or just attack a different problem altogether. Maybe don't be the kind of class that can that is like a tanky, but just be the class that like makes people basically, like if you're playing the Trickster and you just throw down a globe that makes you functionally unkillable, like then I think that's the best way. And that's kind of the way that you have to build a Trickster. It's not about like playing on the same like level as other people. It's about completely finding a different way to win entirely. Like for the Trickster, it's freeze everybody, because if they're frozen, they can't attack you, and we have this legendary armor set that is as broken as you can get, and it's doing 90% more damage when you're shooting a frozen enemy, and it gives you crit damage just on top, and that crit damage is shared with my allies. So it's just fucking huge. Also, I'm gonna boil out of my whole body if I don't take this off. Jesus Christ. So it's showing my belly. Gross. Anyways. Oh, I'm roasting. And you know what helps with overheating? Coffee. No, I just want to finish it. So yeah. Ba 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 da. Eric says, but I have an Ash build that's crazy strong. Yeah, man. People always said that the fire person was the most OP person. I think it was like Trickster and then Pyromancer and then everybody else. Not that Trickster was bad, it's just that I remember people always raving about Pyromancer. I don't know if it's like they get healing and theoretically well, I know what it is. I think I seen one perk once that was like fire gives you a shit ton of armor just by killing an enemy with fire, and I was like, oh, okay. And if you heal from people on fire, and I think everybody has gotten a mod where like you ignite somebody, and also there's plenty of skills that just ignite people. And there's also things where when you apply ash and you snap your fingers, like all ash gets hyper detonated or something, which is insane. We heal and debuff, and yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's keep running it back. Actually, before we do that, sorry, real quick. Sorry guys, just gotta quickly do this. This is why I said I'm so close to endgame, is because I think by leveling up all my gear, I'll be a little bit closer, if not there, hopefully. Sure, we'll level up my gloves. Well, maybe not. Chest piece is level 70. I think we'll keep our chest piece for a long time coming, so let's level this up. Boom! Oh, great. Well, we only got one level. Feels bad. I think we nerfed our firepower and shit, so maybe that's not worth until you can fully send things and fully re-level them. Anywho. Not Stargrave, not enough points. That one I think is pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that one. Ooh, I need to see if I can get my PS Plus renewed. DNF dual battle starts in a couple hours, and I'd like to try the various characters. Okay, what's DNF dual? Whenever I see DNF, I see did not finish from good old GTA. Eric says, plus, I'm very sick and have been fighting it off all day. I think I just need to sweat it out. Eric, just give yourself the right amount of exercise, though, man. Don't push yourself too hard, man. But I do, I subscribe to the same way of thinking about, like, just the right amount of exercise. You can tell your body, no. no sickness. Stop it. Stop it. Fight it off. Although I did hear a story once where a person, like, got sick, ran, like, an 8K, like, just super ran his ass off, and then like crippled his immune system entirely. Also, I didn't skip, sorry. Stop it. Yeah, and then he just crippled his immune system like horrifically to where he was like bedridden for like 6 years. It was really not good. Hopefully it's just a one-person encounter. I can only, like, that guy had a bad draw. You know what I mean? Let's run over here. Hooah! Yeah, why am I doing so much damage to these people? And then, like, sometimes my damage is crippled. I wonder if it's like you can only have certain amount of abilities on somebody, so when cold is applied to an enemy, they get, like, hyper weakened. Let me see. Yeah, see, I'm, like, melting that guy. But, like, sometimes we hit someone, and I think it's because ash and cold cannot be applied on the same enemy. So whenever there's an ash element applied, I think I get a little bit fucky. Something like that, maybe. Or it's just a little chaotic and random. Who knows? Who knows? Whoosh. Come on, turret. Keep it up. Oh, god damn it. I didn't kill him with my bullet, so it didn't work out. What the fuck is this? All these... What? What is that? Oh! Yeah, my damage is like there and then it's not. Very confused, but it's okay. As long as we're having fun hanging out, we're able to kill things, we're in a good place. What's good, Mel? Malik says, I did watch your last stream because I didn't do the Itto star. It's fair, man. It's okay. Yeah, we didn't do it immediately. As always, we spend a lot of time just talking our ass off. so yes, we didn't. I hopefully didn't, like, it wasn't all that, but yes, I understand. Same thing with Security. I just like to do those because Well, one, when you unlock Ito's quest, the adventure rank for their adventure lady and Inazuma, basically there's like whenever I go up to her, I'm gonna activate the quest. And I wanted to have it. I wanted to experience alongside you guys because I plan to use this character for like an eternity because I'm really enjoying the kit and all that. Melted, melted again, melted a third time. Oh, stop it. Oh, shit. Yep, okay. That hurt. That hurt a lot. It's funny because I have skill life leech and we're doing like 100,000 damage and I have 200k health. Or sorry, 20k health. So even just like a little bit of that should be returned to us as HP with weapon life leech, but it's not. The game's like, no, I guess there's a limit on healing or life leech, which is shitty. Come on, turret, do your fucking job, goddamn you. There we go. My dogs be popping off, people be talking. Not sure if you guys can hear that. Forgive me if you can, it's all good. It's not that much of a hindrance, and if it is, there's worse things in life, dude. Oh, also, man, I made a video today, I can't wait to edit. I hope I made sense. But I was trying to talk about a series that, man, I feel like I know y'all aren't gonna like the show. And I didn't like it at the start either, but I definitely think it's a show that the more you watch, it eventually wins you over. It's unfortunately one of those shows where it's like, if you can make it to episode 8, you'll probably like it. But if you can't, then you probably won't like it. But yeah. What's good, Yumi? Yumi says, you're right. What's Yumi? What do you mean? What do you mean? Nub says, Pyro has the highest damage that any class can get, but they can't really do solo anything. Really? Okay. Well, Eric's out here, like, living his best life, somehow managing, which is wild. Eric is this. Well, also, Eric, I think, pushes just about everything to the extreme, which is not a bad trait. It is for like self-preservation potentially, but you know, anyway, or self-satisfaction maybe. But I suppose people can be wired a touch different. It's true. Wait, I actually use the level up thing. It's such a waste of resources. No, I'm doing it. No, I'm doing it. I don't want to have to sit there and look through every item. It gives me anxiety, and I just want to play the video game, you know, Nub? Also, I don't know, titanium, like, I don't know. I haven't really needed resources, ever, you know? Stop it. Oh, cold snap. I really need more status power. I wish they were frozen for longer. I've seen videos where people just lock people down forever, literally. It's crazy. My turret is doing nothing. Alright. Man, that's the greatest part about Devastator, just to be able to map jump across the whole plane would be amazing. I imagine Shinhee also makes for a good support character with Eula. Oh yeah, maybe. Well, is it maybe? I don't know, because doesn't Eula really benefit from like specific kinds of damage types? I'm not sure if. Well, I guess there's a cryo Eula build that I've seen, but I'm not sure if that's better than physical DPS Eula. But also, you don't need like 1,000 or like 1,000,000 damage to be fair. So I kind of get it, but yeah. Also, why the fuck do sometimes they not get like cold snapped? What's happening? What's the play? I think they have like a weird corrosive armor that they put on, but then I shoot it off and then it still doesn't apply. So I guess you gotta wait a couple seconds. Who the fuck's got time for that? Stop it! Stop hitting me! Also, I'm shooting somebody and I have weapon life leech built into my skill kit, my skill tree, and nothing. The game's like, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, thanks, asshole. God damn you. There we go. No, Fluff says DNF Duel is a fighting game spin-off of a long-running Korean MMO, Dungeon Fighter Online. They've been dumping a lot of info/trailers for the past couple of weeks. The first open beta starts tonight. Ooh, that's a man. Isn't it so nice when stuff just comes out at Christmas? You guys have no idea, or holidays. You guys have no idea how much this was like just a cherry on top getting Itto for Christmas. It would have been real like, man. Yikes. But I don't know, just like having something to do every day in Genshin, feeling like excited and happy to do it. Although I will say, dude, I am running on fumes. These last couple days, I've been like, when you're like, I need a break, and you're like, fuck it. And then you're like, I feel depressed and sad and like exhausted. Then bang. And you're like, I don't know why. It's because you're fucking running on fumes, But yeah, no, I keep wanting to make a point to just be like, okay, when Sunday comes around, I'm just gonna watch anime and not think about anything. Because like I'm in the weird problem where you just do just enough to do something, but not to recover. Does that make any sense? So it's not like you do a lot in one day. It's just like you do just enough to where you're like, yeah, look at me. But then you're like, in hindsight, I made like 2 videos when I could have made 6 if I were just to have the energy and the focus to do it. That makes sense. Could be a little bit too much inside baseball shit, maybe. Nice. There we go. The roster all looks great. A hard time decides who I am main. Oh, you're gonna decide who you're gonna main, and the problem comparing fighters to a good roster. Interesting. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is, Fluff. I haven't I loved Smash when I was a kid. Like when we were just hanging out doing that every after school thing, like an after school special. Loved that. But I don't know. I haven't gotten into the fighter genre that much at all. I find it maybe it's just because it's like maps. The maps are the same. I kind of feel like a little deadened by the whole process. But yeah, I never quite got into fighter beat 'em up kind of games. The roster is looking good. Fluff says it's supposedly confirmed to be coming to PC. Ooh, man, I hope this is the future. I hope every game comes to PC at some point. That may be wishful thinking, but I'll take it, or I'll try to aim for that, or hope for the best and all that. Because yeah, man, I don't know. We were living in an age where like it was a little rough to be a PC gamer for a hot minute. It still kind of is. It still has its moments where I'm like, oh, come on. Like my Shadow play just decided to die. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna record a lot of videos today, and then it's a screen cap recorder basically. But I was like, oh great, it's broken. I'm gonna fix this for 2 hours. Awesome. Kind of didn't fix it. Kind of just found a way to work around a problem as I tend to do, which is, I think, a me problem. But anyways. Nub says, I have 30k HP, 90% defense reduction, and you heal for 5 to 15k. Yeah. So you seem like again, Devastator seems like he is the ideal tank. Like he is supposed to be the person that just gets absurd with scaling. Like even the weird one-shot nature to things, it seems to not really affect the Devastator in all the gameplay that I've seen. With that being said, though, the gameplay that I've seen, I'm not sure if the build that I want for my Devastator, if it works. Which the build that I want is I want to stomp the world. I want to like stomp and like shatter people and then like throw a spike through someone's chest or dive bomb people. But I do like the like just quickly stomp the ground and then just see people like turn over. Like you stomp the ground, they're like, ugh. It's awesome. At least that's what I remember from the Devastator being pretty fun. Eric says, it took me 12 hours to god roll all of my gear, so lol. Nice, Jesus, yeah, y'all. I don't know, man. I get really burnt out on like just sitting there like. Also, one thing that bummed me out, man, is when you find out that the legendary gear doesn't get better. That's sad. Like, the legendary gear doesn't like have different stat priorities on it. I think you get different mods, but that's it. Like, you can't get I think a legendary chest piece that has like firepower. It's like it's always gonna have the stat priority that it has, which I think like I realize is probably beneficial to like for the designers to be like, hey, idiot, we know you love firepower, but you need some HP to survive, so here's some HP. So I understand that aspect of everything. But I don't know, man. Part of me thinks it's annoying that you can't have like the perfect set of like firepower, status power, and then cooldown reduction, which for me is what I think I want. But yeah. Eric says, just can't solo Eye of the Storm yet, but I'm making a build for. Ooh, really? Okay, Eye of the Storm seems like people talk about it's just like a nightmare. Like it's just awful. I'm like, oh. But also, you get a shit ton of powers from it, or stuff from it. Fluff says, best I recall, Eula team comp tends to include cryo. Oh, resonance, right, resonance. So Shinhee would be second cryo in place of another. Fair point, though. Perhaps Shinhee is the best for Ayaka. Oh, dude, I think she's gonna be like perfect for Ganyu, for sure. Like, I don't know if you'll need much else besides that and that, you know. Also, part of me wanted to keep wishing on Ito's banner, but I feel like we just got so lucky. It's just a bad idea. But like, if we could get even like Chi-Chi again or something, so we get like guaranteed the next character, so I can like make sure I'm like sniping Ganyu essentially. Also, I could have the potential to get more Garus, because I think me and Fluff are both feeling that like, god damn it, like C4 Garu would just make my whole, I'd be done. All the hard work would be done. Where now I gotta wait like 3 months just to get another chance at Garu, right? So I'm sitting there like, you know, I'm like, I can spend a little bit more, and I'm like, no, stop it. I know, like to me, I technically have two good teams right now. I have Ito and Ball's team, with Geo and like Ball's weird like support meta thing. So theoretically we're good to go. Also, I don't know, I've not done this one yet in a long time. Is it hard? Let's see. It may not be worth is the problem, but anyways. But yeah, what do you call it? Yeah. But like having Ganyu would be amazing. I'm not sure. Does Ganyu have like ideal support characters? Like I have Zhongli. I guess that works. Ganyu, Zhongli. Nah, Bennett's kind of exclusive to my Ball team. Who else is good for Ganyu? I got Diona, who can give her even more shielding and cryo resonance and give her elemental mastery melt synergy. That could work. Who else? I don't know. I know you can do like, what is it called? If you have water in any way, they can do that. But yeah. Plus says, repost, I think Mihoyo is just making support characters that just specialize. Things like Garu and Sara Shinhee look like she'll be great support for cryo characters like Ayaka. Okay. Yeah, what do you call it, man? I think Garu is like the best example of that. Of like a character that, to me, I don't know why. I just find it to be super, like, he does so many things exactly properly, whereas Kujo Sara seems like she's still kind of half in, half out when it comes to like DPS. Like they almost gave her into DPS alt, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. Whereas Garu seems like he's like, no, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you in every way possible, you know? Also, God, playing with a Devastator is just a feast of eye candy. Because you're just like, ooh, oh my God, that guy just got eviscerated. Jesus Christ, man, I just feel kind of bad, actually. Also, please hit him. Please kill him so I can get some magazine back. Did you spear a fucking, like an elite? God damn. Also, I don't mean to be not giving you enough credit, Lone Syndicate. You're doing amazing too. Forgive me. It's just Pyro's I'm sorry to say it, but it's like a thankless job because you just see kind of slight aura, like a orange aura coming off of a person. You're like, oh, he's burning up. Or me just seeing like ash, like everyone's turned to ash, which is also good. But you know, I'm the asshole who just makes everyone like look cold. And yeah. Oh no. Oh, Nub says no, you're wrong. It makes no sense for the way legendaries are in Outriders. What happened? A good time vacuum. What do you mean? Oh, can you get legendaries? Oh no, you're okay. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. You're saying yeah, like no, the reasoning for it making sense is stupid. I get you. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I would prefer like the ability to like. It's unfortunate that like sometimes you could get an artifact that's not that great, but at the same time, I don't know. I find it better to if I would be able to like make the perfect subclass, you know, because it kind of makes legendary gear feel a little empty, or at the very least, let us like build up like purples to be legendaries. Like that would be a little bit more sensical, at least to me. Oh, I didn't get that kill. God damn it. Oh, god damn you. Everyone keeps yoking my kill, so I can't do any fucking damage. Oh, I lost my ult. I lost my magazine. Feels bad. The lock stat makes it so shit. What do you? Oh yeah, the lock stat. Yeah. So yeah, no, I agree. No, but I would prefer a world where I could perfect my gear and it be perfect and unyielding. All that. This. Fluff says Ganyu's most standard on her own, so I'd say a decent healer is Zhongli would be good. Yeah. So but because you were saying like critical damage resonance, but isn't her best artifact set? No. Yeah, because her artifact set isn't the critical one. It's like the charge shot meta, which I think I have a good bit of both, just because of the again preparing for other characters, you subconsciously build up an artifact set for others. Especially one doing like the weekly bosses. That one, I think everyone has a good elemental mastery, weird charge shot meta thing with that. Although, man, I don't know. I would really love it if they did like a rerun of Ganyu and gave you like two options between her like Amos bow and then a bow that increases your ult's damage. Because that'd be good for Venti and also Ganyu. Because I don't know, to me, it would be nice for people. To me, it would make sense because Ganyu would be extra valuable then. You know, like for people who already have Ganyu, they'd be like, oh, but I want to get a new weapon because I would love to put Ganyu purely in the support role and not in this kind of like DPS kind of mix. You know, but I still don't think they'll do that. As much as I want that to be the case, I don't know. Because honestly, I would rather have Ganyu be a kind of like, well, I don't know. I guess I would like the option because I think she kind of just performs enough. You know, like you don't need to do any more than 15k for most enemies. In worst case scenario, you have to charge shot again. I know, disgusting, but yeah. So why is this guy not taking any damage? What the shit? What is that about? Please don't hit my. Oh, he's gonna hit my turret. He's gonna hit my turret. Stop it! Stop it! I'm just gonna run by you, sir, because it's not looking good. We're gonna do one of these. Stop shooting me. Thank you very much. I'm out. I'm out just like that. Oof, enemies lighting me up. Oh, I'm gonna go down. Shoot, heal. Ah. Who's lighting me up from the, yeah, that guy from the back. Feels bad. Lone Skin says, ARs, are we talking about the main DPS Ganyu or support guy? I think main DPS Ganyu, but it depends on what I have. Like if I don't got what I got, then I'm like, all right, well, we're just gonna hang out then. Also, I did not mean to steal that kill from you. Nub. Oh, I only got 15 bullets. I got you, buddy. Please. Oh, fucking Christ. Never mind. I'll just heal you up. God damn it. We'll do one of these. Stop shooting me. There we go. Better be careful with my ammo so I don't lose my last mag. I don't know why that did anything. It did nothing, actually. Oh, it was such a bad idea. There we go. keep getting hit by like flame lightning. It's not great. My build is a dot build, but 3 of the pieces don't increase dot damage. Oh, weird. That's shitty. Nub says, no, Eric says, I just wish there was a star system or something like that in Destiny where you could lock, yes, in gear so you won't scrap or delete it. Well, dude, my thing, man, is I wish there was a thing that just said, hey, keep any gear with this perk priority. Like if a gear piece has cooldown, firepower bonus, and status power, keep it. Leave it be. I know that's complicated, but shit, I don't know, to me that would save my problem, because man, I'm sitting there like, oh man, I don't know about this gear, what if it loses, if I lose this one thing. But it's, man, like, when like, I love the idea that like, all gear is valuable, so you have a lot of ways to crack I didn't get cast, my E! And my cold snap. Oh, don't get the hero. That stun build is pretty huge. I could see how like, yeah, that's just really good. The legendaries you need don't increase dot damage. Shitty. I see, so most legendaries increase weapon damage and stuff like that, but not dot damage. That's unfortunate, because you run a bleed build, right? But you also probably heal like a motherfucker as well, right? Lozika says, I do no damage, tickling my enemies to death. Well, I mean, you're stunning everyone, so that's quite nice. But yeah, no, Eric, I completely agree. Like, to me, I hate that the metagame is you, like, looking at your gear more than you're actually playing the game. Maybe that's just me, but, like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. To me, I know that's a part of it. I'm like, oh, this is exhausting. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much. Can you die? Oh my god. Is there a baby enemy I can hit anywhere? I need HP, so I have to shoot you. Ooh, yes, there is. Stop it. Stop. Shoot. Heal. Christ alive. Stop. Oh, come on, you fucking goddamn it. See, that's like right there you die. Even though I froze them all to death. This is why co-op is so nice. And why Nub's build of just insane healing and shit makes sense. But also, I'm sure it takes him a good... What the fuck just happened? Why am I about to die? What took place? I feel like they have the same bullshit abilities as the pyro people. We're gonna run away? No, we can't. Nub, the unkillable god. I don't want to pretend to use my revive, because I feel like at the last case scenario, I would like to get up, you know? Let's do this. Stop it. Get the fuck away. Run. Again, I'm dead in 2 seconds. Isn't this the funnest kind of endgame where you like literally can't, like you never see anything but a red screen? It's just great. I'm so happy. I can't even talk about it. They're gonna do one of these. Please, fire. Just give me a goddamn respite for 1 fucking second. Thank you, God. You were easier to fight in the fucking story campaign. What the hell happened to you? I'm probably way too close. I'm supposed to have long range damage, although I don't think I have any of that on my gear. Oh my god, you shouldn't have. 14k. Oh golly, what a fucking nightmare to do. That's so not worth in any sense. Oh my god. I like how it seems like the priority of doing them are just off. Like I noticed for like the easier ones, it's so much money. Nub says also my damage is just under yours. That's insane. So yeah, but also I don't have all the gears. A lot of like when I look at endgame builds and whatnot, I see people. Oh my god, why do I keep getting the same weapon? I thought they said they put something in the game where like it lessens your chance of you getting the same shit over again. Sorry guys, a little bit negative there. Hey, 'tis the season to be jolly and not bitter and angry. I'll still be bitter and angry, but I just know that I know it's not the play. I could get the cold weapon, then I think I'd be good. Because to me, my thing is that it's not that I'm not dealing enough damage, especially in single player. The problem is that I need an enemy to be cold. Like when they're cold, they just get eviscerated. Although I am using a really broken purple weapon, which is more like the best legendary in the game, kind of. Fluff says, I may try a team Kaching, Mona, Sucrose, and possibly still the Diona as my healer shielder for some flexibility elements, albeit no resonance. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Mona is really good, although that is a little bit of a, yeah. Sucrose buffs mastery. I don't know. There's no fire in there. There's no ice in there. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like it's a team that would work just because Mona debuffs things to such a huge extent, and Kachin can deal some decent burst damage if you build it properly, so maybe. But it just doesn't, like, maybe it's just me, but I really like what makes me so happy with Itto and Garu is that they, like, Garu helps make Albedo, Itto, if you wanted Zhongli, maybe potentially Yunjin, just do everything better, right? So it just feels satisfying that, like, this feeds into that, that feeds into this feeds into that, and oh my god. Also, because I have Itto's weapon, it just does that 10x, you know, like where everything is just fucking huge, you know, perfect, peak. Let's see if I can upgrade my chess piece finally, now that we've done a couple runs. My lovely chess piece. Level up. I know it's a waste. I still do it just because I don't want to have to look through a bunch of fucking blue gear. It's not peak for me. Okay. Although we did get a new chess piece, and unfortunately, it's the same shit, different story. I don't know if the cold snap frozen like reduces armor, if that's better than like the mods that increase firepower by like 500 or something. You know. Yeah. Regardless, we have a bunch of excess trash in our inventory. I'll look at it later. A lot of it will be in my one thing over there. Yes. This one's fun. I like this one. It's also a pretty good yield. Lone Singlet says, Grin, just know when Shinhee comes out, I'ma get her, test her out, and let you know all the... I would love to hear it, man. I'd love to hear it. Although, man, it is like, I feel like, again, I was in a place in Genshin where I was just like, there's nothing to do, you know what I mean? And like, it is fucked up because I've synthetically made something to do. But right now, at least, I'm like, hey, this is kind of nice. Like, it's nice to have something to look forward to and to like every day to know that I'm going to be able to make progression, kind of, you know? That's nice. The only thing I have on my list to do is I leveled up his weapon, Itto's weapon. I need to level up Garu, I think, to 90, which is just a slow going thing. Also, I don't know if it's as much yield as I think I'd be better off just getting better artifacts for Garu. Albedo needs artifacts too. A lot of like my side characters are not built. So again, that's all stuff to slowly build up and do. Spark says, how's it going, Grid? What are your goals in Genshin? Right now, man, it's to make the best Itto, the best Garu, the best Albedo, and then whoever can heal them enough. It's usually Shincho. But yes, but to me, that's the peak. Although, man, if I could only get Garu C4, man, that would be like, I would just be in bliss. Because then I could use Raiden Shogun. I wouldn't have to worry as much. And I'd feel like I was done. Where now, I'm waiting for like the opportunity to get Garu again. The good news is that the Ganyu's banner is next, and I'll be able to recover Primo Gems for the next batch, essentially. But then they're gonna, you know, those fuckers are gonna drop Ganyu in Shao, which are very desirable characters, and then they're gonna drop Yunjin. Nope, sorry, Yai. They're gonna drop Yai. Absolutely, it's already kind of confirmed, really. Annoying. And then what if they make Yai like Garu, but 5-star or 5-star Sara? Like, they just make her be able to do insane supportive ability and probably some damage on top. And also, she might be one of the first DPS Catalyst users that we kind of get outside of DPS Magic Catalyst user that's not a 4-star like Yunfei, you know? Or like Klee. I guess there is Klee. Sorry, Klee. I apologize. I did goof. But yes, Klee to me is the play. Klee to me, I forgot about it. Sorry, it was in La La Land. Oh, you snuck up on me. Do you think Cold Snap can reach there? I don't know. How about you, Sparks? What are your aspirations in Go Genshin right now? Are you waiting for Yunjin? Are you waiting for Shinhee? What is the goal, man? Although, man, for people who did have Ganyu, I feel like it's going to be what happened when people had Albedo and were wanting Itto. Like, it's just going to be a perfect storm of you being like, I'm just profiting. I'm just killing it. I'm standing in fire. It's a little rough out here. Is there a tiny enemy that I can quickly leech some bullets off of? Thank you. Do this. We'll shoot him some more. I'll freeze him and I'll shoot you. And I'll freeze him. Never mind, he decided to do a weird thing animation so he didn't get frozen. Feels bad. That's a corpse. Dude, I wish so badly that there was an ability to turn off bodies. Like, just get them out of here. It's so fucking annoying when you have to run around a corpse, even though you've clearly murdered the corpse. Like, your bullets can travel, okay, through the body. Little grimace, but it's true. Okay. Maybe me taking on 2 world tiers above wasn't the best idea. Fuck that, Lone Syndicate. I'll drag your ass through this until you get what you need, my friend. Frankly, again, as long as you picked me up like 6 times, and I can deal damage enough to kill people. So as long as we're doing this back and forth, then we'll be able to do it. And also, as long as you're CCing people what you're doing, we're good to go. Nub says the only way to get legendaries you want is to do the Eye of the Storm. Yeah, you get to pick from the 3, right? Yeah. But Eye of the Storm to me seems like just like I didn't like the last game, the last thing, because it seemed like really unfun, right? Like it was just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do here? You know, it just seems like a lot. But also, what's good, Zombie? Sorry, I just seen Zombie popping. What's good, my friend? But yeah, I don't know. Like to me, there's a certain level of like how do I avoid getting like burned randomly throughout the map? But you know, like I'm not sure what to do for that. Besides just be like, what if I just never get hit ever? It's like, what? What are we talking about? Are we crazy? Jesus. That's the answer? That's the answer to everything. It's like, just be happy. Like, shut up. What are you talking about? What's good, Zombie? That was Zombie says, Klee, sad face. I know, man. People were hoping that there was going to be like a legendary catalyst, and there still could be, like a Klee rerun where, like, I think now Genshin knows, or Mihoyo knows that, like, okay, if we're going to bring back a character, we got to make them have like a bunch of strength within their new 5-star equivalent weapon or whatever, right? Because Klee was in the weird era of Venti, where Venti also didn't have like a 5-star weapon that was perfect for him, you know? So Klee is still in that weird zone where she could get a broken as hell 5-star catalyst, but it doesn't fix the clunk, you know what I mean? Where like Yoimiya, regardless of if you can deal damage, she still feels janky to play, you know? Like she just, like you can't control who you really aim at. Yeah. Klee, I feel like, could do damage, but it's the weird charge shot meta. But maybe if you have Zhongli fully leveled up, it's not that bad, right? So maybe there's a clear, like, probably gonna be okay for Klee. Like there's a way for Klee to make a comeback story, you know what I mean? Best I can do is that. I need to now regenerate particles, or kills, so I can regenerate my mag. There we go, and do this. Freeze everybody again. I guess you can't back-to-back freeze people, which is a little shitty. A little annoying. Where is... There you are. Stop it. Stop it. There's gotta be a tiny enemy right here, yeah. Nope. Or if it is, I can't shoot him with the shit. Stop it. Great. I thought he would freeze there mid-air. It was not as cool as I was hoping for. Nub says, Grin, have you tried not dying? What do you mean? I haven't died. I'm good right now. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What's happened? Was this referring to what, like when we were playing the one game and I kept getting downed? Oh no, you're referring to like the be happy remark. So your reply is just stop dying. Like, great, awesome, super helpful, love you. Like right here, what the hell happened that made me like fucking blackout death, all that? Now, yes, I'm using blood sacrifice, but blood sacrifice only brings you to 50. Oh, also, Nub is doing the ground pound one. I'm jealous. I think I might just probably model my build off of Nub. But also, guys, I'm hoping that like what happens is I fully build my Trickster and then I'm coasting. I'm just cooking, right? Because I don't know how much of this I have in me to like sit there and put up with the, oh, I got one shot. Fucking cool. I'm so happy. You know, I don't know how much I could do that. You know? So I don't know. I really do want to make the Trickster just kind of, not Trickster, sorry. I keep saying Trickster. I mean Devastator. I want to do the Devastator thing, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to, or if I'm going to have the will, the soul to grind through it, you know? Although again, how I got to the being okay with the Technomancer is just by doing like one run every night, and that was not that much to ask, you know? Also, what sucks is my AoE bullets don't actually count as much as other stuff. So like if my AoE bullet kills something, it doesn't count as refreshing my mag, which is bullshit. Bullshit. Guys getting pushed on, dude. I like this little nest. This is my own little thing. Dokado Tales, I know. How amazing. It was free to play though, and it was good for Yanfei as well. Which is weird. That like Yanfei's like, thanks, Klee. Nobody loves me. But thank you, I guess. Also, I feel bad. I think I said in the Itto video that's gonna get uploaded today, that I was just like, Yoimiya and Yanfei have like a horrible stagger interruption, which is true, they do. But at the same time, what do you call it? I like Yanfei to me still has like stupid AoE. It feels really fun to play. You can kind of aim where you want generally, you know. And she just does so much AoE that you can kind of have your cake and eat it too. And also she does this burst damage. You just want to switch to her. And like if you build Yanfei as a secondary DPS, I feel like you'll get a lot out of her. Just because you can switch, charge, hit, charge again, use your alt, then you're good. You know, like you can just quickly use her as like a weird burst DPS, which works. But yeah, but I don't know. I felt like I was saying that, like, what do you call it? Yanfei is not that good, and I still hold true to my belief that Yanfei is an undervalued character. Like I think she's up there with Razor, who's just like, if you have these character and you just got into the game, build that character. They're a blast. Like they'll make you love the game more. But also I think Yanfei, you might need to shield her because again the interruption resistance is still present. You know, could be a little bit jarring, overbearing, all that. Nub says, and I think it's easier to do now. What is? Oh, you mean the weekly thing? Also, Nub says, Nub says, I have friends who have done Firepower Devastator. Interesting. I guess that would make, honestly, I don't think it would be too impossible. That makes sense. It's not like, I don't know if it's optimal. I don't know if it's like, if you want to have an easier time with the game, do this. But, yeah. Also, just blood sacrifice giving you 75% weapon damage bonus all the time is fucky. Especially with Devastator, I could see that being good because it wouldn't matter that you have low health and you probably can heal like crazy through bleed. So you'd be able to get by in that way. Although things that you may think would be really good aren't necessarily in this game. So what I thought is like there's two overpowered great mods that you could use to increase your weapon damage. One of them is called Kill Spree and the other one is called Blood Sacrifice. I thought by like putting them on top of each other would be good, but no, because the weapon itself is shit. Both of those weapons are awful, and it's the perk that's the only god tier broken thing in the game, you know? Also, I guess you get less, maybe, I think you get less like drop pod resource if you're playing co-op maybe. Well, it doesn't really matter though, because you still get a lot of chances to get legendaries through these, you know? Spark says, it's Lost Prayer and Sacred Winds Klee's best weapon? I think so, but I don't know if Klee has like a perfect 5-star equivalent weapon. Also, we just got some legendaries. We got 2. Hell yeah. Oh, we got Shadow Comet. What? 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 Why did I not get stuff? Is it because my inventory's full? So if your weapon inventory is full, do you just break down the weapon instantly? Well, that's a little unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. This is the annoyance of like always having to break down gear. And like to Eric's point, that you're not able to like lock in items so that you could like protect the ones that do have good rolls. That's unfortunate. I think I just lost some gear. It goes to your stash if it's full. I know, but that's the thing. No, but I think it's I think my stash is full. So I think it's like, okay, it's broken. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Also, Lunsig, I thought you collected. I wouldn't have asked to leave if yeah. Lunsig says Grin's only mistake in Genshin is not involving a pyro character. It was skipping Ganyu or Xiao for Xiao. And before that, Grin's got Albedo. Yeah, but see, I don't regret Albedo. Like, to me, I feel like Albedo was the right choice. You know what I mean? The choice I didn't make a mistake on is I was hoping that Xiao would be more than just Pogo. Because it would be insane that, like, a character like Ganyu just came out who has a pretty cool variability, and then the character that comes right after that's supposed to be this, like, demon king who's, like, just, like, able to melee, and his melee looks super AoE based and looks crazy. Turns out, no, you're just Pogo and you dash around. That's it. You know, so I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's quite sad. Not that Xiao's bad. Again, it's just not that, like, I don't know. To me, I like Ganyu is one of my favorite aesthetic characters in the game. I don't know if she is still that. I think she still wins. I think I've just seen her too much to where I'm like, okay, I'm mainly there for the power at this point. But again, I think she does look amazing in terms of her design and shit, you know. But yeah, yes, I think my whole inventory is packed. No good. Yep, see, maxed shit. Great. Fucking destroy all of the why can't I destroy all of these? Why is it? No, it's not. Stash capacity, move disable gear, the more use. Why is this all here? Why can't I delete all of this? Fucking Christ. I don't know if any of those are good. I don't care. I don't know. Well, we can get any endless of these, so I think it's fine. We got this. I would love to take this, but I think my inventory is also full. I don't care what these are at this point. I know it's stupid. I should look. But this goddamn game makes everything a weird nightmare. Yeah, I don't care. I'm thinking like, man, we probably made enough space, right? 35 something. Yeah, no, we made a dent. Anyways, let me kill the things in my inventory as well. Again, this game is like 90% of the time is you sorting through loot, which it sounds fun, but it gets really old really fast. It makes things feel like things that used to make you like have a sense of childlike glee turn to resentment and hatred really fast. Like incredibly fast. Also, we finally got a pretty good leveled up weapon. Feels good. Also, fuck it, I guess we'll just say that all of the things I got here are pretty big duds. Now that one's too good to not keep. I'll give that to my Devastator, I think. Nope. Fuck it. Well, no, one of these things was I wanted to keep. It was like Anomaly. No, that one's trash. That one I'll keep. Alright. Are any of these good? Why am I hesitating? I'm trying to keep stuff for my Devastator, even though I know it's pointless because it's not perfect, but it'll be able to get him by, maybe. Anyway, we'll kill all that. Finally be able to grab this hat. I don't know what this hat does, but it's a legendary, so maybe it's worth anything. Or maybe I could break it down and get a better thing. Let's see, what does it do? Fire. Oh, great. The one thing I didn't make space for is this. Ooh! Oh, close range, though. Boost your firepower by a lot at close range. Stacks up to 5 times, though. But for me, I want to stay at range, right? I don't know what the play is. Feels a little aimless. Let's keep going, though. Nub says, you're at the point that if it ain't legendary, you just trash. Okay, cool. Got you. But I kind of want to give gear to my one guy, my one person. What's his name? My Devastator. Maybe it's still not worth? I can see it's not being worth it. Might as well give your legendary, or your, yeah, I might as well give my one person a purple. Fair. A zombie says, new quests on Warframe. Nice. Yeah, man. I feel the same way when like Forsaken and Destiny came out, or like it's sometimes just really shitty timing when like there's a big update and you're like, like I don't have any time. I'm also not really like in the mood to jump back into a different environment in which I have to relearn a bunch of shit, you know? Lone Ticket says, you forgot in Wong, Dodoko Tails also works with, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Ninwong would be great too. Charge attack and stuff like that. But man, I can't wait to hear more about what Yai is gonna be. Cause like, I don't know, cause Ball or Raiden Shogun is kind of a weird mix of a support and a DPS. And it would make the most sense to me that like Yai is, well, I don't know, because Yai's personality is kind of still like the big sister, like boots of the relationship or whatever you want to call it when it comes to Raiden Shogun and them. So maybe she is going to be like, no, I'm the murderer. I'm the not the fox. I'm the fucking wolf ripping out your throat for the Raiden Shogun. I don't know, but I would also love it if they showed like, okay, this is a character that's entire purpose is to upgrade the shit out of Electro. Now you might be saying that's Sara, which I would agree with, but I don't know, if they made like a version of Garu that had no strings attached, just was fucking cooking immediately, then that would be pretty cool too, you know? But that could just be wishful thinking, you know? Fluff says, plus the armor will roll for techno, so that's not ideal for an alt. Yeah, no, but it'll let me, I think, like start to experience the funness and start to build slightly my Devastator. So yes. Because I don't want to redo all the things I just did with this character. Like, if I can give him a good weapon, some decent mods, if I can get that weird anomaly scaling gun mod that's like the shotgun, I'll be pretty content. I'll be pretty happy with that, how that story ends, you know? I gotta keep an eye on my gun so I'm not like completely low on bullets. Otherwise it could be a little grim. You're so weak. Yes, and then sometimes we hit for like 500k or something. We'll do this. We'll do this. Oh shit, maybe we won't. We're getting smacked. Hold, Lone Syndicate, don't use a revive. Have faith in Nub, because you saved your ass. Not me. Definitely Nub. Nub says, laugh my ass off. The best way to gear a low-level character is to power level it with a friend and just gear him up with neutral legendaries. But all I have is a person that is really at endgame but hates the game so much that he makes me feel bad whenever I ask him to play video games with me. So who has such friend? Such a friend. With no strings attached, might I add. Oh god, oh shit. Oh fucking great. We're gonna keep getting fucking wrecked this. Yay! I love that ability so much! I think you just need a lot of status power, because it's again, I can deal enough damage, it's just that you gotta lock someone down enough to where they don't hit you. And then the last man standing is the one we all know, with 60 different buffs applied. We can see his health bar is mostly buffs. Lone Secret says, Grin is in itching for Yoimiya now. Makes sense. She is the monster, and Grin said he would collect all of the yeah, no, that's true. Again, well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess she's a monster. That's my next goal, kind of like collector goal, but I don't know if I'll fall short, frankly. But I don't know. Like again, I feel like Mihoyo will try to put her out immediately after Ganyu. Now that doesn't mean we can just get one Garu and a Ganyu and then call it good and then leave. You know, that could be our play. And then maybe we'll get Yai, but at that point, I feel like I'll be just overburdened and I'll have no experience books to offer either of them, because they're both gluttons. Although I have no, actually that's not true. Yeah, I've prepared for Ganyu for like 2 patches at this point. So, because I thought she was gonna come out before she actually did. Feels great. Fluff says, true, assuming he has enough neutral legendary armor pieces. Fluff says Yai Miko should be equivalent to Ganyu in power if majority of the rumors are to be believed. Well, people were saying kind of that. People were saying that she is the skill ceiling or damage ceiling for Electro, which to me I'm like that explains nothing, because because Electro is ass unless you have like Sara fucking juiced you up to the gills or C6 ball. If you're just a normal general fucking Electro person, it's rough out here, okay? But I do have a Fischl. And if they gave Electro, like Yai and Fischl on the same banner, that might be pretty huge. That may be worth some like actual like, okay. Because yeah, I feel like that would be pretty huge. But I don't know. To me, the one thing that makes me interested in Sara is that she could be like a DPS catalyst user. Which to me, I don't know. I've played with just about every gameplay loop. I've played a shit ton of Claymore. Which is insane how awesome it feels to play from a person that's played with like Claymores forever. And yeah, I'm just excited to have like a little bit of range, but also hopefully some good AoE. But again, I thought I heard like a while ago, like a long time ago, there was a kit in Genshin where essentially it was a character that like froze time and then sped it up. So like you freeze, kind of like Mona, where like you freeze time and then you do a shit ton of damage as much as you can, and then time will like move forward again and like hit like a truck essentially. Like all the damage will stack on top of each other and hit twice, which very much feels like Mona to some extent. So I thought that was going to be hers as well, because she's kind of like a future seeker kind of person. But I don't know, that like, I don't know, that's a little not fun to me. Like that alt is interesting, but I don't know. There's something about like, okay, I'm stopping time, whatever. Maybe it looks like hella aesthetic. If fucking dude, no, it would be an amazing alt if Yai turned into like a fox creature, or like summoned forth her like fox what is it called, like astral projection kind of thing, like so this giant fox kind of just like laid down in a giant area with a poofy tail. That'd be neat. I would love to see that. But not like Razor, by the way, like kind of like Ganyu's AoE or like domination of a zone, something like that. That would to me would be pretty peak. I don't know if they'll do it. Probably not. Again, I think there's that kit that I heard about a long time ago that feels like probably would be what she fits into because of her weird like, I can see the future, or like I'm going to well, I don't know if she can see the future. I think she's just intelligent is the thing. She's good at educated guesses. I think the trailer made you think she had a potential to see the future, you know? And also it makes sense that like foxes I think are trickster creatures, you know? So the fact that she kind of like stops time, deals damage, feels like a little bit of a trick or like a cheat code, you know? Fluff says, except a lot of people playing her down in the weeks leading up to her release, though. Oh, I see. Also, Zombie says, I'm getting Tiny Tina Wonderland here to hope it's good. Dude, me too, man. I just finished making a video today, man, talking about the Stabo, or the what is it? The Clobber? No, what is it? Something, it's not Claw. It's Claw and then Clobber. It might be literally Claw-burr, I think. But anyways, what do you call it? Then there's the spell shot. But to me, man, again, I'm just waiting for Gearbox to show us like what this looks like. Because to me, like even with the like there's gameplay footage of somebody using a wand and then like hand magic spells. So I'm wondering if that's the case. Also, they've said that like this is like in the trailer for the Wonderland showcasing new characters, they kind of showed they kind of mentioned that like this spell something, it's kind of like the spell sword essentially is exactly what that is, except instead of saying spell sword, it's something cast. I can't remember, but regardless, you can do a wield. But they said that like this is the best magic class, and to me, I'm like, oh, so melee, you can't play like a selfish melee person, despite there's so many cool melee weapons, and even though there's legendary special. Like a massive variability of spells, you also can't play specific spellcaster, like just a wizard. You don't have to play like a little bit of guns, a little bit of spells. I find that's a damn shame. And to me, I'm like, I don't know. Like to me, I feel like it's such a wasted potential if that is what Gearbox has done, you know? Like you had the opportunity to like actually put melee in your game. Actually make it so that if people didn't want to use guns for the 50th iteration of your game, they could use spells that were just as intricate and as satisfying. They could use melee weapons that were equally as pretty, maybe not as satisfying, because I don't know how like unless you're Shadow Warrior, I don't know how you really make it so that like melee is super complicated and interesting. Yeah, so to me, I'm very excited, hopeful for the game, but I'm just kind of like, come on, man, show me a mage that's just going to be a mage if he wants, that can maybe use a little bit of guns if he wants, but it's not having to be a thing. Same thing with show me a person that can activate like a rage alt and then just roam around with his weapon of choice. Although, again, I will say the Clawbringer, it is cool that he has a pet, and I do think there's interesting variability with that pet. So, for instance, if you wanted to play and like invest into the Clawbringer, he has a pet dragon, and he also has his affinity is electro and fire. So you could invest like amplify damage with your dragon. You could invest in your dragon, and you could also invest in higher damage with elements of fire and electro. And you could pick the spellcaster and essentially double down on what you already are good at, which is using magic. But except I'm pretty sure you could use different variability for magic, right? I'm sure you could use like an electro spell, and then this Clawbringer specializes in electro damage as well, so you could like double down and double dip into that special build, which to me gets me pretty excited, especially considering down the line they could give us the ability to merge 3 specializations, so you could be like so many weird abilities all mashed together, as Borderlands tends to become a little bit of a mess towards the end game, which to me is pretty fun and a little iconic with how messy the game becomes at some point. Also, yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Oh, that guy was throwing bombs at me. I'm a little baby glass cannon. Be careful, old syndicate. Oh, God. Yeah, I feel like that was the rough go of it. Rough go of it. You know, I've never revived. Oh, okay, well. Let me do this. Let me do this. Come on, turret. Keep applying that goddamn thing. Stop it. Nice. Nice impale nub. All right, thank you for the res, Lone Syndicate. Appreciate you. Fluff says, it's weird to think it's been such a long time since we've had a 5-star Catalyst DP. It's true, man. It's true. Also, I hope, again, like, the expectation is that they're going to be a blast, and I hope they are, because, like, to me, like, Klee tried to be gimmicky. Yanfei is a fun gimmick, like, where you build stacks and then you expend stacks, but she's, again, I think, like, as much as time goes on and as more players get characters, when you see a 4-star beside a name, you're kind of like, ah, you know, you're like, ah, like it feels like they're somewhat limited. With that being said, though, then there's Garus that sneak through the crack, which do like 6 things really well, you know. Fluff says, careful, Grin. Remember how we speculated on Garu and let our imaginations get the better of us? Yeah, maybe. That's true. Well, with that being said, though, like in hindsight, with how fun Itto is, and how much Garu kind of, I think, passively will do. Again, the only thing that, like, I think did hold back Garu from being, like, super up there is the fact that his ult's not on a back-to-back cooldown. And even with Itto C2, it doesn't decrease his ult's cooldown. It increases your E's cooldown, which doesn't make any sense. Maybe it makes sense for Yunjin and maybe Ninhuang just to be a battery. But if you have C2, you already have a battery because it does both. So it's weird. But yeah. Nub says also, if you want, just run I. I think we can do it. Eye of the Storm? I don't think we can do it, no, but we can try. I have yet to run. I'll have to do it at Nub? I don't believe, but we'll try it. We've done a lot today. Let that be the last the last thing we get done. Spark says, by the way, Grin, I watched the first episode of Assassination Classroom. I must say the teacher is very charismatic. I'll probably end up binging it after I finish Naruto. Dude, it's great. Although I will say it is a fatiguing show at some point, because eventually you'll get a little bit like, like here's another lesson to be learned. Here's another like character depth run through. But I promise you, if you make it to the end of that series, at least for me, it cemented it as like such a wonderful journey, because it was in some ways complete. But yeah. Also, oh my god, it's the first time I've even seen anything of Eye of the Storm. I've kept such a big distance away from it because it looks like a nightmare. It looks like an actual nightmare. Also, I don't know if there's mechanics, so yeah. Oh, I didn't skip it, sorry. sorry. Nah. Zombie says Soul Eater is a great show. I agree, man, but Soul Eater was one of those shows that left me wanting more. Like, just as stuff was starting to get really cool, like Soul was starting to become his own weapon, and then they kind of just made the girl like even more fucking broken and busted. And you're like, God damn it! I was so happy that Soul was finally getting his time to shake, and then this fucking girl comes out of nowhere and is like, guess what, bitch? I'm everything. I'm the fucking main protagonist. Even though I thought Soul was such a fun character. But yeah, no, I loved Soul Eater too. Good stuff. Also, that show has incredible design. Although I will say I hated the King Arthur arc. The whole King Arthur business was just no bueno. He was annoying and frustrating, all that. Outriders has no mechanics, says Nub. Nub is iconically the person that plays 100 hours of a video game and then says, disgust me. Which I appreciate. There's a level of self-critique, or not self-critique, how do you put it? There's a level of a barrier of entry slash, I don't know what the right way to call it. Basically, there's like a level of quality assurance that Nub will provide. Although I don't know if I've said Nub liked many games besides games of a looter nature. Also, are we supposed to like keep our distance or something? Or nah? Also, why do you not get iced, dude? What's your problem? Please don't down me. Stop it! Ah. Okay. Oh, do this. Please be stunned. Nope, nothing got stunned. Great. He's doing his pulse thing, which just wrecked my whole life. Christ. Great. What was that? I just got fucking donkey punched in the back of my skull. Great. Throw this. Run away. Get distance. I know we're supposed to stay in the zone, but it's looking real grim. Fucking shoot him. Heal, shoot. Christ. Freeze. Oh, my things are about to come back so I can finally deal damage again. And by damage, I mean, anything. Good, I got my thing back. Stop hitting me and throwing a bunch of AoE bullshit at me. God damn you. Okay. So, that's not bad damage. Stop it. Build some my magazine back with you. The game is not delayed. I just said that really delayed. I get it if it was weird and confusing. I can't see him. Oh, I can see his tiny head. Who the fuck is back here? What's your problem? I feel you. Stuck? Makes sense. Wow. I think we're supposed to sand in these to break his shield, but I honestly have no idea. Also, next person I shoot needs to be you. Thank you. Build it back my magazine. So, what the fuck? What? What happened? Why did I not? I think, man, it's like it's weird because your build will work for like solo play, but the minute that people start throwing different elements on shit, you're like, God damn it, my magazine is empty, it's all falling apart. but also again, you have the reassurance of co-op, so you're able to again when I inevitably get one shot, you're able to not just completely phone home, which is stupid because in co-op you're able to get one instant revive. It's not a thing that when you play single player. Oh, I don't have my bolts. I can just shoot. I'm so used to waiting. I do a little bit of damage, then run away. Also, oh, what? Oh, was I not in my thing? Oh, I guess I was standing outside my thing just a little bit. God damn it. God damn it. A zombie says Soul Eater's a weird show. Lone Syndicate says I'm gonna die big time. Hey, Lone Syndicate, I love that you're here in spirit, my guy. Also, Lone Syndicate, you're full of shit. You're doing plenty. Clip got devoured again. I have no idea why. Like I'm doing good damage, and then other times it's just bad. I'm like, what the fuck? I was melting you 2 seconds ago. Oh, there you are, looking gorgeous. Oh my god, look at you. I need a tiny enemy. You'll not do. God damn it. Oh, he died anyway. Nice. Is this completed? I don't know. I think it might be completed. It looks kind of like it's... I think these have to be down, so I think it is completed. Gotcha. Now, this is mechanics. It's kind of light. Mechanic light, but still something. Now, did you ever go through a period, I know you can't talk right now, but did you ever go through a period where you watched or played Destiny, and did you raid at any point? Because that's a game that has some pretty goofy, fun mechanics. Also, Fluff says, it'll be neat if her burst has her tail sprout out and linger for a duration. Yeah, that'd be neat. Honestly, it makes sense because with Raiden Shogun, I think there might be equally as much hype for Raiden or for Yai than there is Raiden Shogun, you know? In fact, in some cases, I think she's more aesthetic because she has like floppy ears and stuff, you know, and all she sees is a wolf girl, all that. How does this work? Can I freeze ye? I can. I thought you'd be significantly tankier, but you're kind of just a guy. Kind of just a person hanging out. Also, unfortunately... Ooh, never mind. You're not just a guy. Only well you are, but okay, let's do this quick. Also, do you just blow up these, I guess? Should somebody focus on blowing up the tiny little ruins while the others focus on shooting him? Mayhaps? Yeah, I'm not gonna try to say my rounds. I don't think it's the play. Even though I do not a lot of damage without it. Actually, that's not right. I just do AoE damage. That's like my main bit of business. Oh, we're getting lit up. We're getting lit up! Oh! Oh, shit. Those things can really stack upon you. Nub, the unkillable man himself, my poor brittle zombie body. I thought Technomancers are supposed to be like healthy boys, but nah. Oh, quickly this. Damage. I want to give him all the damage I got. Don't die again. Stop. You're not bad at video games. Well, you are, but not like this. Not like this. Great! Wow, you just really fucking give me a lot of attention. Stop. Okay. Oh, where's Nub? Nub, please, Nub. Son of a bitch. I think that's not the right play. I should have threw down my turret because I do have skill life leech. Ooh. Fuck, I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna revive. First time I've done it this stream because I don't know. I don't know if it's the best play. Can we just focus fire you? Maybe? Like, well, I killed the boss. Oh. Oh, wow. We should really just fucking focus the boss. Jesus Christ. Is there another phase, or is this it? Nope, it's more. Wait. No, that's it. Well, shit, that was not that bad at all. Oh my God, I heard people say that, like, Save the World or whatever is the worst. That's not as bad as you might think. Okay. All right. And we got a lot of... Oh, we gotta pick our legendary. Wait, can we run that constantly now, or is it just once a week? It's just once a week, right? Oh, shit. All of this looks terrible. What is this? Tools of Destruction. Ugh. max HP, or a new weapon. Critical shots detonate enemies' bone and turn them into shrapnel. Ultimate bone shrapnel. It's on a 3-second cooldown, but I think we might as well get this because all the other ones look shit. Look at this. Hold. So you can just constantly run this? I told you just spam this now. Yeah, I did not know it was. And also we got more legendaries on top of that. I still don't know if I'm 100% able to manage, because it still seemed like a good bit. It still seemed like I'm gonna die really fast if I didn't have Nub, who's just an unpenetrable god. But that was significantly faster and more efficient than what we just did for a couple hours. Well, that's great. That's really cool. Wish I would have, well, actually, I don't know. I think Nub had to, like, test out the waters to be like, are they gonna drag me down enough to where I can't even survive myself? Or is it gonna be okay? But also, maybe with less people in the party, maybe the enemies don't have as much HP, so I'll theoretically maybe do more damage? I don't know. Nub says, I actually almost died twice. Oh no. Because there are 2 enemies CC locking. Yeah, I know that. So I can't heal at all. Yeah, man. It also it's so frustrating when you just get locked down like that. It's no good. Also, I want to catch up on chat. What do you call it? I thought I seen someone say something about something. Where is it? Yeah, Spark says, by the way, Grin, I watched the first episode of that. No, that's right. I caught up on that. I'm gonna die. They've been hit with a nice Grin with Nub. Eric says, you don't have to kill every wave. Keep one frozen but out of zone till the pillar goes all the way down. Oh, okay. So there's a way to like gamify it. So it's not about killing. It's just about like keeping enemies at bay. Interesting. I don't know if I have I think if I had a specific gun that's really good, I might be able to manage with that. But yes, let me check. I think I still had shit in my inventory. No, we didn't. We had this. I already have one of these, god damn you. Again, I always get repeats. I think I even maybe already had bone shrapnel one. Maybe not. Yeah, it's different. Let's get rid of all these. Hey, maybe I should listen to them. Maybe I should just say fucking brick all my blues. Cause yeah. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Why can't I do it though? Why is it not letting me? There we go. Okay, we're good. Good to delete. All blues. Feels bad. Feels like I'm missing something, you know? But no, we could have done that for a good bit. Huh. Also, what does this do? Shots link up enemies. Stupid nonsense. Well, maybe not. It's got a little bit of damage, but I just think it's such a weird perk. Weapon life leech's not bad though. Is it dual weapon maybe? No, just single weapon, but it looks cool. Eric says, as long as you have the pods, you can run it back to back to back. Oh, I see. So it requires drop pod resources. I see. So if we want to do it again, that's some of a bitch ass for you to spend a lot of drop pod resources in order to start it. I don't know if that's the play. Did we gain a lot of drop pod resources, or did we kind of equal out? Because to me, I was trying to grind. No, we got a good. Okay, I was trying to grind so that we could basically level up my existing armor like this. So we can finally bring this to level 50. I'll call it good, and then we can level up all of our shit once again. Wait, can I? Okay, we're maxed out on that. Where's my raised attributes? All the way up again. This is a little bit of a nightmare, but I have so much titanium because I've been grinding forever. But we're fine. Ah, cool. So now we have appropriate fire damage, status power, and long range damage. Good stuff. Zombie says, bye, Grin, gotta go, love you, loved my time here. Not me, thank you. But happy to have you, Zombie. Hopefully we can talk some Borderlands at some point, or Wonderland at some point. Ooh. It gives 75k back. Ooh, okay, so it gives a plenty back. Jesus, okay. And Lone Ticket says, I got an armor piece that on kill will with a melee weapon, it is replenishing my mag. Is there even a melee build in? No, no. Every build that I've seen does not scale off melee at all. It's sad. There's all like perks that's like you can hit like melee twice as fast. Utterly useless, I feel like, at endgame. Nub says, the thing that pisses me off is that with all the resistance I have, I still get locked even if the enemy does 1 point of damage to me. Yeah, it's stupid. So then they just do a bunch of damage over time when enemies stack up. That pissed me off too. Once it says, repose. Grin, don't talk down on Electro. Like my element right there is COC Electro. And Grin, you might get your wish because some guy at Xbox said, Yai Burst gives her a Ooh, okay. That's pretty cool. I don't know about that. I did see that there were some leaky posts. Also, could we run that again, you think, before the end of the stream? We got like 30 minutes? 12 minutes? Let's see. If they deny and they say, nah, then we won't. But if we... Oh, wait, no, I can't because I was stupid and spent... Never mind. Never mind. Let's just do a quickie and then we'll call it good. Although, because I did that, is now Santiago at this? I feel... Well, I don't know. This could be rough doing this at tier 15. Why am I doing... Oh, fuck, man. Also, I think I increased my world tier to 15. I'm not there yet. Although I think I might be close now that I have a couple of... armor pieces level 50, so maybe. Nub says this. Nub says the speedrun method to do this is have every party or have every player on a pillar so it goes slightly fast. Yeah, I seen. I could tell that would be the weird minutia of it all, but yeah. Alonso says, which makes sense because Yai in Honkai, her ult involves summoning a giant fox spirit and it just messes things up. Dude, that'd be awesome. That to me is like peak monster shit. Honestly, I hope there's leaky nonsense that takes place enough to where when Ganyu goes live, I can like be like, do I want Ganyu who yes is godly, but do I want of a monster like aesthetic thing? I feel like I might want monster aesthetic thing, you know? Oh no, so Nub says it gives 75k back, so you get like 35 per run, which I think is still a good bit, right? But I guess that's pretty smart because it still incentivizes you to do the lower tier ones or like the medium tier ones, right? Just to build up drop prod resources. Eric says it's really the only expedition that matters because it gives you everything you need. Yeah, it also gives you a choice between 3 and then more on top of all that, which I could see being pretty nutty. I just don't know if I'm at the point where I can run it by myself easily, you know? I feel like if I leveled up my armor fully and I invested in cooldown in all of my armor, then maybe I'd be able to activate Cold Snap enough to where I could be good. But it's also a battle of like status power, you know? Having enough status to keep everyone locked in. Oh, I burned through my mag again. Yeah, see, when I shoot a basic enemy and it takes a couple bursts, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a rough go of it. Yeah, see, even that guy's cold. This feels bad. Oh, I didn't want to put that behind everything. Shit. Yeah, the CC of Pyromancer is insane. I could see how that, like, you would not need to invest in armor or anything like that just because of how much it gives you. Damn you. Nub says, I've been at endgame from the start, so I don't know how new Taigo works now. Or, yeah, new things work, new strats. It makes sense. Yeah, because you were able to clear it way back in the day when we were still limited by, like, shitty time mitigation, yeah? Which is a nightmare. It sounds awful. Sounds like hearing about World War II from your grandpa, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Sounds like a nightmare. I'm glad I didn't have to go through that. Except it's video games, and that's significantly worse. Yeah, I feel like if people didn't get the joke, they'd think really horrible of me. So it's like, let me just clarify really quick. Oh, shit. Man, that's the thing that, like, I don't know. There's some people who are so good about that, about, like, fuck them. Who cares what people think about me? And I'm like, well, I mean, if people think I'm a monster, there's something about that I think that's a little disturbing, you know? But also, I don't know. I also don't think I try to live my life for other people at the same time. It's a little contradictive. But yes, I think that's the goal if you want to become someone who can actually make jokes, make people laugh. You gotta kind of be like, fuck it! Also, it's a good way to get canceled on Twitter very much. But anyways, side thing. Also, the fucking AoE on this, or not the AoE, sorry, the messy spread that happens when you hold down the trigger for too long is pretty insane. Like crit hits be damned, that kind of thing. Also, the amount of times I hit someone in the head and the game's like, that's not a critical hit. I'm like, what the fuck counts as a critical hit then? Is it just chance based? Because I feel like I'm on target and nothing. Ooh. Also, the birds are a nightmare too. Quite annoying. It is very cool seeing Nub just, like, yeah, skewer people. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Although I think I do fuck up because I shoot him, and I think that just killed. Like, you're supposed to let them drain in a weird, fucked up way. This. Focus on him, melt down his thing. Sorry guys, I'm not able to look at chat too much. Again, that's always the thing with this game where I love to play with you guys. At the same time, it's like the game becomes the content. And even though I love making the content about you guys and your weird humor and all these things in chats, but yes, on occasion we'll dip out of our comfort zone and play games that are a little bit more focused than normal, or that require a little bit more focus than normal. Finally burned through our mag, a little sad. Oh, Jesus. Go, 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 go. This. God damn you. Again, I think there's a cooldown on ice, so I think that's like, I'm not sure if that's the best way to bet. Ah. Throw this. Activate this. If y'all want to open it, you can. I guess I could open it, okay. Because the reason why is because I could just use Cold Snap and freeze people. No regular missions are shit now because of the eye buff. What do you mean the eye buff? Oh yeah, the fact that like you're getting a ton of resources at the end of the hardest mission in the game, or the end game mission in the game. Although it does ask some stuff for you, so again, I think it makes sense that they're like, no, we still want to make it so you use all of our other expeditions. But I could see that being like, because to me that was the thing that was hard. Like when I tried to look at gameplay of a person, like say, this is how you get to endgame. This is the steps that you take. This is what matters when it comes to damage, and this is what doesn't. This is what's viable, and this is what's kind of not. But I couldn't really find that because it seems like when you get to, I could totally see when you get to endgame, you're kind of like, well, I don't even remember. Like we just do Eye of the Storm now. You know what I mean? Like you don't really remember the struggle bus that was getting to that point potentially. You know. So I keep trying to find those videos and I can't. So I'm like, I guess I could make it, but I could understand if you just keep grinding the end game or Eye of the Storm. You're like, just get to Eye of the Storm. But it's like, then how the fuck do I get to Eye of the Storm then? Because at least for me, I was just like what? Again, I eventually deducted that it's blood sacrifice, a shit ton of firepower, and a shit ton of status, so that you can lock down enemies. Also, a specific legendary armor set that just gives you 90% more damage on top of 75% more damage from Blood Sacrifice, which is just adding up to be a bit of a nutty time. Also, sir, if you could stay frozen for longer, that'd be ideal, but you're just fighting me. Tooth and nail. Careful! Oof! Quickly, keep shooting so we can heal. See, I don't know if it's the best play to shoot or to, like, roll away. I feel like it's better to shoot, because I have weapon life leech just a little bit, enough to keep myself, I think, above hitbox, or health gate, I think is what it's called. Stop it. There we go. Turret, come back. This. Nub is just tanking in the corner, being a champion. I'm getting wrecked somehow. Go, golly. Thank you, turret. Thank you, turret, for saving my ass. Holy shit. If he slammed down there, I'm pretty sure I would be dead. Although, I don't know, man. It's like the way you take damage in this game is really weird. Like, again, there's been times where I've just eaten a boss smacking me in the face, and then I've just nothing's happened, you know? And there's other times where, like, I just get eviscerated super hard, and I'm like, what happened? Or, like, a tiny little grunt will just slash my knees. And I don't know if there's, like, some sort of weird clipping that goes on where, like, you essentially get hit, like, 50 times because the game's lagging and trying to keep up stuff. Or it could just be my misperception of things, but anywho. Eric says, you have to be level 50 to get level 50 gear from, oh, really? Oh, that's kind of shitty. About level 50 just means your current gear has to be level 50, right? Ooh, I got the boots and some other things. Nice. Actually, that was not a bad haul for me. I got 2 weapons I didn't get anymore, or I didn't have anymore. Ooh, Lone Syndicate got Torment and Agony, which is a ripoff of Ebony and Ivory from Devil May Cry, except not really. I just feel like whenever you have 2 names that are like for 2 dual pistols, I think of Devil May Cry because I'm broken. But anyway. No regular missions are shit because of the buff. I'm not in a solo. What do you call it? I can't be cancelled on Twitter. I'm black, Arab, and survived a genocide. What? Shit. What? Christ. No, I did not know that. Christ alive. Seemed like you're ensemble. I was about to say, well descended. I was about to say, I was like, you yourself? That's incredible. Also, I am so sorry you had to go through such a thing. Fluff says, also, since I need to level Refine White Blind to really see its potential, I give Ido a handful of my Shin Yan artifacts and Sea Lord whilst she's benched. It works well, but I'm sure White Blind would be a better 4-star for Ido, especially after you get more defense scaling. Yes, yeah, off of his thing, yes. I think, man, like, looking back on it, like, again. And it's funny because I look back and I think there's plenty of content creators when it comes to Genshin that were like pretty wrong. You know, like where like whether it's fine that people are wrong, by the way. That's not the point of this. But they were like Tectone thought Ganyu was a support kind of thing, and that was their best in slot position. What do you call it? There's a slew of other content creators that have like an expectation or an underplaying of a character, which makes sense because how Genshin usually works is you can't go on every single banner. So you kind of have to underplay why you're not interested in a character to the point where it's not even like reality, it's just you shitting on a character, which makes sense. But then people say like, people are just hyper in love with this character and they're sending me death threats for coming after their waifu, which I don't disagree that there's some people like that. I just don't know if that's everybody. Also, to me, the whole death threat argument has always been a weird one because it's like, well, what that could happen to anybody. That could happen to anybody on the internet who happens to say something silly or even correct, and people just happen to be, there's a crazy person out there that happens to see it and then wants to send you obscenities or whatever, right? It's kind of like the best part and the worst part of the internet is the ambiguity aspect of it. But anyways, point being is that I did my best to like explain why I thought Ido and Garu had the potential to be pretty huge. And the whole week leading up to it, I think you guys seen it in streams where I was kind of just like I'm hoping they're good, but I keep seeing content creator after content creator say like you're gonna need Ido's weapon to perform with him, you're gonna need Garu to perform with him. I'm kind of like, I mean, the numbers seem like pretty good, but I've been wrong about the numbers with Yoimiya and stuff like that, so I'm like, I don't want to bite that bullet. And I thought, what's his name, Tomo is gonna be pretty good too, and he's kind of not bad. He's just not what I thought he potentially could be. So to me, I'm kind of sitting there like, I'll just bite my tongue. But I will say, I made a whole video about Garu and Ido and how I think they have potential generally. And the reason why is because they triple dip into stats. No real character does that. Anyways, I feel like now I'm like, God damn it, I should have just been like, fuck it, because every content creator like forgets when they're wrong and preaches as if they were never wrong in the first place, you know. And people tend to listen to people who are crazy enough to believe their own shit. So for me, I'm like, God damn it, I do feel like Ido and Garu will go down, especially the Ido. That is a really good free-to-play character. Like if you happen to get him again, he has crazy cool investment. He feels fun to play. I think he works with a decent amount of teams. Again, Garu helps, but the 15% damage and a little bit of defense scaling that Garu gives is good. But again, you don't need to deal 50k damage per swing. You just need to deal like 15k, and you can do that with Garu with White Land, Max Refinement, and yeah, just talent level up Ascension. You can do that. And then you'll still hit for like 30 damage on his final hit, which is a big boy hit damage. And that's without leveraging things like Bennett's ult, Garu, things like Albedo as well, you know, Geo Resonance, Zhongli, you know. Although I do feel like people are crazy when it comes to Garu with him like leveling up or using Zhongli, or like, sorry, just basically like they're using all Geo, and I'm like, what the fuck happens when you get a shield? Like when you have to fight a wizard, what happens? So I think it's just a weird team to get in the habit of using, you know. Although I have the dream team, I have every Geo person that I would need to do max Geo. Yeah. But anyways, also, I mean to say Middle Eastern, not okay, gotcha. But I tried fast because I don't want to die. All right. The only way to progress is with a group. Solo isn't the way to go. Oh, for this game, okay. Eric says a couple of pieces have to be level 50. No, okay, gotcha. So then you'll be quoted under being level 50. Where am I when it comes to that? I am, how do I see my level? I don't know, 49. I got a couple pieces that are level 50, but maybe I got my weapon that's level 50. I got my chest piece that's level 50. I got my pants that's level 50. Maybe I just need to get one more of my other piece, like my helmet or something like that, up to level 50. Although I thought we got a couple of legendaries, but I guess they just went to my thing. Yeah, probably. I hope they didn't break. I hope they didn't get away. Nope, never mind. I thought I got legendaries. Maybe not. Maybe it was a sidearm or something. Nope, I don't know. Maybe it was a legendary. I thought we got a couple like cool 5 stars or legendaries. Shit. So many games fucking with rarity nonsense, and it's annoying. Anyway, but ladies and gentlemen, I do think we're winding down for the night. So a big love to Syndicate and Lone Syndicate, and Nub. Nub is very much carrying both me and Lone Syndicate. Also, I'm happy that, like, again, I think I'm at endgame. All I need to do is just grind lower tier things, level up my gear, and then I think when I get all my gear to level 50, and maybe I throw on a different mod, I'll be able to start cooking, you know, which is nice. Lone Syndicate says, here I thought I would take months to get to endgame. We got to endgame in a matter of minutes. Well, no, I'm not sure how confident I am doing them solo though. Yeah, Lone Syndicate, to me it's like, yeah, it just seems like it's a lot of damage. Again, I think I have most of the things that you need, which is like Blood Sacrifice, shit tons of armor that buff bullet damage, a couple mods that buff gun damage and stuff like that. But yeah. Fluff says, speaking of Devil May Cry, one of the characters from DNFO is a ranger, and he's very much based on Dante. Even has revolvers and are one black and white. Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, like Ebony and Ivory. Nice. Nub says, because the game is made to be played in a group. I know, Nub, I know, but to me, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's something that worries me a little bit about Borderlands, or Tiny Tina's Wonderland, where if you look at a lot of the, like, abilities, they constantly talk about how, like, the Clawbringer, his little tiny dragon is going to buff up your team's, like, electro damage or something like that. So there's a lot of team synergy stuff there, which to me, I always love co-op when it's, like, when it's a thing that you could do to, like, hang out with your friends, maybe even get, like, a little bit of an advantage. But I hate when the whole game, the end game itself, is tied to other players because you don't know when you're gonna have time to play. And maybe it's just that I'm impatient, or I'm also like I'm both impatient, but also I don't want to like nail down a time to do things all the time because I don't know what I'm gonna need to do in a couple hours. You know, edit videos, upload thumbnails, things like that. You know, could be just the chaos of my life though. Fluff says, although I feel like you guys would have just as chaotic of lives. But then again, you always make time. So like if you say, I'm never going to have time to do this, you'll never have time to do this. So you got to make time. So I get that argument too, or perception too. Fluff says the amount of time content creators and their viewer base have downplayed some of the most fun / powerful characters in Genshin has led me to take it with the smallest grain of salt. Yeah, man. Yeah. But also, like, I understand the mental sociology of why that maybe takes place. Is because the nature of Genshin is that you hope to God you skip and you're not just spending every single banner. So the idea is you don't want to feel left out or feel like you made a bad choice, so then you hyper double down on your original choice, even if it may not be entirely founded, you know? Especially if it's like half true, half not, you know? But also, I do think Genshin is a game that is rewarded to players that start building like now, and then like, so for me, I had Albedo kind of built. I was already farming the new artifact domain, kind of, to where I had a couple good pieces. Because I could imagine if, like, say, if I was not ready for Ganyu, but then I randomly heard that people said that she was overpowered and broken, and then I rolled on her, got her, but I had like no investment. I had no way to essentially level her up and be able to play with her. I had no weapon. I had no artifacts. That I could see how that's like and you're kind of feeling lost while everyone else is like performing really hard, and you're like, I can't even do anything. Like, I don't have any of the things prepared or like done. So I feel like that would be a shitty process too. But maybe it'd feel pretty good too, though. Every single like week, making a slight advancement, feeling like your damage slowly increase. Because I do think that was something that pissed me off also when I was seeing Itto videos, was people saying like, he's only doing like 30k or like 25k or 15k. And I'm like, dude, you don't need, also he's doing it fast, but you don't need anything else, you know? You don't need more. Also, this is why we don't have open things. Because random strangers will just jump in, and I'll feel uncomfortable and awkward. Also, I'll leave party. Eric says you just have to have your builds set up correctly. Yeah, that's true too, Eric. Again, like, I was making weird ground, but like it is still like, again, one of the biggest things was like, hey, like if you want to play Outriders, you don't need, like, this will open up Outriders to be a lot more like player friendly and like build friendly, and you'll be able to like play a DP or like a tank if you wanted. And maybe that's possible, but man, I still felt like it was like I only started to succeed when I used the older information of essentially you need to kill things fast, you need to have enough healing or enough manipulation of the field to be able to make it so that you don't ever need to get shot at essentially or hit. So it did still feel like that doesn't necessarily happen. And maybe they did that by design. Maybe they're like, no, we still want people to like feel like there's just still the normal 1, 2, 3 acceleration of how you get to things, you know? Like, the attributes matter, and the synergy of your abilities and abilities have to match and make you strong. Yeah, but they have to perfectly match, you know what I mean? And what they're being like, there's like a head slot, there's a gun slot, there's a sidearm slot, there's another weapon slot, there's a helmet slot. And each one of these slots can have 2 mods. And each one of these mods, or in each one of these things, can have 3 different variabilities of stats. That's a lot to get perfectly in order. That's like a lot to get perfectly in order for the common man. That's insane. So you know me, I always try to like make things streamlined so I can like entice people to say like, this is worth it, and it's worth it because if you do it in this way, you can just boom, profit. But I think I will tell that to people with the video I want to make about it, like, but how you get to endgame, how you progress. Is tell what Nub said, which is essentially, if you want to progress, you're going to need a team. Or not going to need a team, but it's going to very much help you get a team, because you can just hyper progress. If you still know what to look for, which I think is something I still didn't know, which is really simple. Firepower for your damage builds, anomaly for your power builds, cooldown and status power, and a little bit of life, skill life leech or weapon life leech is good to have as well, you know. Things like that. Lone Sicket says, besides, you guys have have no one to play Outriders. Yeah, it's true. I also have no one really to play Outriders besides you guys on stream, where I'm like, hey, please. But also I could run lower tier dungeons and kind of have still something to do. Although I do appreciate the hyper carry, because yeah, I went like I think we played Outriders again like a while ago. And we were able to like, it was not, again, when we were playing co-op, you have like a super nice blanket of like okayness. Like you're not going to probably get your head kicked in. But it did require me like to focus up more a little bit. But that also maybe because I was still playing my like tank build and I needed to keep shooting in order to stay alive. Whereas this one, you just freeze something, you shoot them, everything's dead, and you can just wait and I can re-chat, you know? Fluff says, I'm reminded of a class mod from Borderlands 1/2 where there are one of the previous team-wide buffs and others that have purely solo / self buffs. I would hope so, Fluff. But to me, Fluff, again, I'm really like the thing that would like set me free with Wonderland and just make me like super excited is I want to know what the gameplay actually looks like. Because to me, what I think it looks like is they said, hey, well, the worst case scenario, it's this. We have a fantasy realm and we're modeling off of D&D. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Instead of everything is just seen through a different filter. So instead of having action skills, now you have spells. Spells. That's it. Even though that's not true, because I'm almost certain Gearbox went on record saying like staffs, hand magic, and like wizard wands are all having their built-in engine weird variability of whatever this spell is gonna have mixed mashed together. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm worried that like again, this is a brand new fantasy world. I've played with guns for the last like many Borderlands. As much as I love playing with guns, I would love to play with magic in this brand new game. So the fact that if it's limited and if it's only ever meant to be like a grenade throw, that's horribly disappointing. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping you can have your cake and eat it too and profit and feel good about it. But again, after hearing that the melee was only like just your still classic, it's just like, that's such a waste. Like, why do the fantasy thing? Why make it so that it's D&D based? You know, when this seems like the proper evolution of where like Borderlands or Gearbox would go. It's like, okay, Borderlands 3, now we're adding melee weapons. So now there's a whole bunch of variability there. But they never did that. You know, they're like, hey, let's butcher the story instead. All right, I'm getting a little negative, sorry. I'm very excited. This video coming out shortly. It's actually, no, today's video is about Arataki Itto, which is about to come out in very shortly. Which I'd appreciate if you guys go watch, actually, because it took a long time to edit. And it's literally just me really rambly and hyped. So yeah. Eric says, the god rolls, that's why it took me 12 hours. Now I solo Eric. Yeah, but Eric, that seems like, I've been at this for like, in total, probably like 30 hours. Like, probably even more than that back in the day when I was getting into Outriders grinding. But given that, I also didn't know, like, I didn't have any access to Legendary, so I didn't know what I was looking for. So I could see if you did a research beforehand and you found a build that you wanted to follow, and then you just gunned it and tried to get that build, then you'd probably be good to go. Fluff says, I also figured if melee is a designated gear slot, it'll probably try to be used often. Yeah, it's true. But again, I don't think it's as, like, again, you have this beautiful ornate blade that you're only going to see for a split second, you know what I mean? Fluff says, I mean, the spells in Dragon's Keep were reworks for grenades, so I figured that role they'd have, but hopefully better. Well, that's the thing. They said that it was going to be more than just that. At least that's what I got garnered from it. That could just be me. Also, Sparks, don't hit me with push-ups. I'm not feeling well today. I won't do them. I wasn't feeling well yesterday either. Also, that's why. Even though, yeah, I was stressed out and I was like getting anxiety because I was not feeling well. I was feeling dizzy and like allergic, like when you feel like super like not good, not good. So I didn't do those either. So forgive me for that for yesterday. But I need to, like, again, I'm getting to the point where like it's almost not. There's no point to have the saddest points there if I don't do them. So I need to like kick my ass and do them. When we get to the end of the stream, sometimes I'm pretty spent because I've been talking for like 2 hours non-stop. So yeah. Thanks, Sparks. Feel better. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here too. I also figured if melee is a dedicated gear slot, it'll still be used often, with Berserker and Claw Bringer having a special melee oriented ability. Yeah. Maybe I just, yeah, again, for me, what I really was expecting was to be able to, like, use, if you're going to give, like, crazy variability to melee weapons, you'd hope that you could see the variability and you'd be happy with it and be interested in it. Same thing with the spells. You know, if you're gonna hunt for a wand, it'd be cool that the wand would be this and that and the other, and have different buffs inside things. Although I don't really know how they're gonna do the wands. Yeah, like I feel like they'd have to do like similar to Outriders, where everything has like below it like different stat priorities. So spells have like higher damage, fire damage, AOE, like maybe cooldown or mana regeneration or something like that. You know. Alonso says, "Don't worry, Grin. I'm gonna watch the video and leave a comment." I'm like, "Thank you so much, Alonso. Appreciate the support, buddy." Are snipers good in this game? No, not from what I garner. I feel like they're not. There's not enough bang for your buck with that. Spark says, "No worries. I feel better." Oh, Eric says, "What do you think about the Matrix game?" I haven't played it yet. Eric, is it any good? I only seen it kind of advertised in the Game Awards, and I was like, it looks kind of janky. But I'm also not like a crazy big Matrix head kind of person, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for putting out with me. This was a blast. I'm actually, again, I think I'm at the point where as long as I level up my gear, I'm pretty full sent. I can actually play and feel good about it, and make a video about like how the hell you kind of get here. Although for me, it took probably far longer than I hope to have anyone else take the same time. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for putting out with me. I'm off to go shower, edit some more. Fun night, I know, but hopefully I can see you here, or not here. Hopefully I can see you over at Twitch tomorrow, where we're just gonna be hanging out, shooting the shit, talking. Today feels like Thursday, man, but it's Friday. Not sure if you guys can relate. For me, it feels like an offset week. But hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Also, there is a video getting uploaded very shortly about Arataki Itto. That's just shooting the shit, having a fun time talking about all of his kit and what I like about him and how I think he just works perfectly. You know, he feels so fun to actually play. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye, my friends.